I gotta land, I'ma stick it. Baby, let it go and you gon' miss it.
Yo, what's good guys? Welcome back to another vlog. Now, this one is going to be a little bit different because we got my boy Sebas behind the camera. You want to say what's up, man?
Of course.
We got the GOAT filmer here. Right now, we're here at the collection. I just had to get my car serviced. We just dropped it off and now we're just kind of like hanging out. Sebas and I are having some espressos. The goal here for this video today is just show you guys like the behind the scenes of what it's like running a content agency. Throughout the day, I'm just gonna show you guys like anything that comes up work-wise. Other than that, we're just here to have fun and just show you like what an average day honestly looks like living here in Miami. I actually used to work here at the collection about like 3 years ago, and I was just at the front of the service drive. I was just like a greeter slash like valet guy, and yeah, 3 years later we're doing this. A lot can happen over time if you just like put your mind to it, and this is a full circle moment really. Now
The turntables have turns.
We're now customers here, which is crazy. That's what we got going on today. We might look at some cars later, depending, because my lease is almost up, so we'll see what we're working with.
If you'll be an average Miami guy, you can pull out the Huracan first, and then the SVJ, and then the McLaren, and the Bugatti.
Dude, I want to go Porsche, bro. Porsche would be cool.
I mean, Porsche's cool, but it's not a supercar.
Bro, I don't care.
You need a stun on them.
Imagine a stick shift Porsche, bro.
Do you know how to drive stick?
Yes.
Oh, you don't look like the type to know.
Huh?
You don't look like the type to know.
Anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoy this video.
Good job, Turbo.
Yeah, let's get into it.
I thought I told you time and time again, this shit won't stop. I bag it show by show, I'm tryna triple and double the pot. Move for at least 6 feet or show or more for him on now. 6 feet. Hooping at 25 rows, all great interior whenever it's cloudy. Every day better my growth, I'm chasing health and wealth, not clout. Bad bitches under my belt, I cook like a chef on Mr. Chow.
So right now we're here at Paradise Gym. When I first moved here to Miami, I used to live here in Kendall, where I used to just rent a room from someone's house, and my go-to gym was this place. So I figured just to incorporate it through the vlog, because the gym that I normally go to, they don't really allow film. So I decided to take you guys here instead. Working out, health and fitness, I feel like it's very important, not just on a personal level, but also on like a professional level. I feel like when you learn self-discipline and you learn to like self-regulate and do the work, especially when you don't feel like it, I feel like it also translates very well into business. I feel like how you do one thing is how you do everything else.
500 plus a couple utilities. Fuck it, I pay it just to keep the tranquility. Fuck it, I love you, I do anything for you. Except settle down with you, I don't want nobody grilling me.
Right now, I'm just drafting up this contract. This client reached out to me. He wants to work with me for 3 weeks straight. So as you guys could see, the client that I'm drafting up this contract for recently sent a deposit of $4,000. That's not even the full payment yet. With that deposit, I'm actually able to go ahead and arrange the logistics of having an editor ready for this project, so that way we're on schedule with the filming and editing timing. These are some of the things that I wish I knew sooner. I'm starting to realize that if I want to build the agency the way I envision it for the future, there's multiple components into making this model successful. Based on my experiences, there's a few things that could happen if you try to take on everything on your own. Work quality can deplete. Your time is always spread so thin and you're always drained, or even worse, you can lose clients. So based on like the hard lessons that I've learned, I found it very important to learn how to delegate certain tasks to other people who can do it more efficiently and better than you can. You'll be able to set better expectations for your clients, and you're also able to give a higher quality of work. I think it's very important to know where your strengths lie in what you're doing, or like what your slight edge is. I am not the best editor, but I know how to acquire clients, I know how to get business. At least now, I'm learning very fast how to delegate certain tasks, and I'm learning how to oversee projects and making sure that the logistics are smooth. Whether you guys are trying to like run your own agency or just figure out what you really want to do, it's gonna take time, but it's all about just making a continuous effort into finding your passion, your craft, whatever your slight edges. All right, you guys, so I was just on Instagram checking my DMs and I got an inbound message from someone and said, yo, Aunt referred me to you. I'm looking for a videographer next week in Miami. What are your rates? So this is really cool, and I feel like this is why it's really important to prioritize making sure that you have a good relationship with your clients. You're always keeping them happy, and you're doing your best to maintain the quality, even get better with the quality. This is what happens. You just get, you know, referrals left and right. Alright you guys, so right now we're just here at Moxie's, we're just having dinner. I'm here with someone not only who's my client, but someone I consider a friend. For those of you guys who don't know, this is Champ. We're just here hanging out, and I figured I'd bring him on while we're having dinner and just like ask him some questions that I have for myself, and I feel like maybe like the audience can take away something as well. Bro. What's your story, bro? Like, I know you were from Oklahoma originally, and then what I know is that you tried to like pursue music. And,
while I was in college, I started pursuing a bunch of different random side hustles on the side, and something that I really loved was music. So I spent the latter years of my college career, you know, my late teens, early 20s, driving around the Midwest United States, paying promoters to let me open up shows for bigger artists. That was like my first experience trying to grow a brand online. I kept that going. I graduated college. I got a full-time remote sales job during COVID, making like $40,000 a year, moved to Austin, Texas. I had started buying Bitcoin and Ethereum. And long story short, in late 2021, my friend Brett Malinowski, who I had met doing all the music stuff, who has now grown a large YouTube of his own, he has 500,000 subs, is head of marketing at WAP, a company your viewers probably know. I had brought him out to Austin to shoot a music video for me. Effectively, while he was out there, Brett convinced me that I should get really heavily back into the crypto space and start making YouTube videos about it. That was in August of 2021. On January 5th or 6th, I posted my first YouTube video on a new YouTube channel documenting my trading journey. 3 weeks later, I launched my first ever business and offer online. I posted the sales page for that, muted on a Zoom call at my old job. When I got off the call, we had sold out and done just shy of like $800,000.
That's nuts.
Yeah, in 45 minutes. And I was like,
so
well,
like life-changing money, just like that.
Well, I was like, well, I should probably quit my job. So I quit my job and then spent the vast majority of that money learning how to actually run that business. I went on to grow a much larger brand, vlogging, talking about business, personal brand, showing my life.
I was gonna ask, do you have like a process to like your creative, or is it just all like top of the head?
All my videos are extremely planned out. I see a lot of people, just channels doing horrible, that are posting twice a week, posting dog shit videos that get no views in the name of posting twice a week. But you have to understand, bro, like YouTube is the final boss of content. It's the NFL of content. And if you're an entrepreneur trying to grow a business online, the dollar per view on YouTube is higher than a platform like TikTok by a factor of like 400, bro.
For like anyone who's like in the beginning phases of like YouTube, what would you prioritize? Would you prioritize the consistency, or would you prioritize the quality?
In the beginning of your journey, prioritizing consistency is how you learn quality, right? You need reps. It's literally the future of business, bro. Like, I don't think people understand that personal brand and taste is the last moat around everything in the world being eaten by AI.
It's obvious, like everyone knows this in the space by now, but like info products are huge, especially like in the niche that we're in. When do you think is like the right time to start? Do you think like there's a point in time where it's too early?
You cannot start selling to people if you have no skills. If you've scaled an agency or a fucking HVAC business to $20,000 a month, that is so far beyond what the average person has accomplished, and you have so much value to offer them. What people are realizing is that in order to make the kind of income that they want, you know, people want to make $100,000 a month, and they've grinded their agency to $50K a month, and they have 3 business partners and their margins are 30%. The path to get to the amount of money that they want to make is turning around and selling info about how other people can grow a business to where they are. Info is the best business in the world, and by the way, it's not a fucking scam. Like, people think inherently that buying courses is a scam. Dude, if people on either side of a transaction are happy and they've learned something that has really changed their life, that's the most legitimate business in the world.
All right, you guys, so we finally got back home from dinner. That was a nice conversation with Champ. I also made a quick stop to the Apple store because one thing about making content is, bro, you run out of storage so fast. That pretty much wraps up this whole day. This is what the average day looks like for me. This is a little bit more chill since I didn't have too much going on, and me and my boy Sebas were just hanging out for the day. If you are starting something new, it doesn't even have to be a content creation agency. Whatever you're starting or venturing into, surround yourself with people who've done what you want to do and have been where you currently are. Don't be scared of messing up. Any person that you look up to has definitely made mistakes along the way. And I've made plenty of mistakes as well with everything that I have going on right now. So yeah, guys, like and subscribe if you guys want to see more content like this. And then whenever I'm not here on YouTube, I am on Instagram. I'll have that linked in the description below as well. And yeah, that's it for me, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.